Hey, it's me. We've spoken many times about the guilt and shame people feel over their faults and weaknesses, what we call the lower self. Now I want to look at a different kind of shame, the shame you feel about your higher self, the best, noblest side of your heart. I know at first that might sound strange, but with a closer look, you may see that we feel as embarrassed about our love, humility, and generosity as we do about our selfishness. Sometimes when we were young, we felt rejected, maybe more by one parent than the other. We desperately wanted love and acceptance from that rejecting parent. Since that parent seemed aloof or unloving, our little kid mind got confused. We thought being cold must be the way to be strong and desirable. So we might grow up thinking showing love is weak and humiliating. Keeping emotions locked up means being powerful and respected. Over time, this causes a deep inner conflict. We feel shame for our lower self, our faults, and we also feel shame for our higher self, our capacity to love. It's as though we're embarrassed to show our warm, caring side. We decide loving is humiliating or that humble, open-hearted people aren't strong. If we had one parent who gave us more affection, but seemed weaker or needy from our perception, and another parent who seemed distant, cold, but appeared strong, we may unconsciously reject the loving parent and side with the colder one. In doing so, we start rejecting our own loving nature. This is a kind of inner betrayal. We betray the part of us that wants to give and receive love. That shame makes us hide our best qualities like kindness, generosity, or tenderness, and can make us pull away from anyone who offers genuine affection. There's a lot of conflicting emotions that result. We may experience shame in loving. We worry that being loving or showing need is humiliating. We may feel guilt for not loving, right? We feel guilty for not sharing our love at the same time. We have confusion over what's so-called strong versus weak. We think being reserved and distant is strong, while being open and warm is weak. We may have a fear of betraying the best in ourselves. Like deep down, we sense we're rejecting the best qualities of our heart. So yeah, there's a lot of conflicting emotions there. Now, how does this go on to affect our lives? Well, we might push away people who genuinely care about us, seeing them, even unconsciously, as weak, like the loving parent we viewed as unimportant. Maybe we seek approval from people who are more withholding, mirroring that strong parent. And we feel torn inside, wanting love, but feeling shame for needing it or shame for freely giving it. So it's time to recognize this pattern. Look for times you feel odd shame around being open-hearted or affectionate. Maybe you hesitate to show your true feelings or pray from the heart because it feels embarrassing. Ask yourself, do I see love as weakness? Why do I hide my warmth? And notice any parallels to your childhood. Did you see one parent as loving but weak, the other as cold but strong? Here's a few steps that may help you move towards healing. Step 1 is to identify this old myth, to realize that love is not weakness. It's part of your higher self. Step 2 is to spot the inner betrayal. Notice when you pull away from people who are kind or cling to those who are distant. This may replay your childhood dynamic. Step 3 is to open up gradually. If you're used to hiding your real self, practice showing small moments of genuine warmth and see that it doesn't make you helpless or humiliated. And step 4 is to face the guilt. If you've betrayed someone who offered you love, like a parent or a friend, understand it was rooted in childhood confusion. Recognizing this can lift hidden guilt and restore self-trust. You have no idea how freeing it can be when you stop viewing love as shameful or weak. The real you, your warm, compassionate nature, won't be locked behind a wall. You'll see that opening your heart isn't something to be embarrassed about. Over time, you'll feel less need to put on a fake front, whether that front is tough aloofness or overly dramatic warmth. Instead, you'll gradually allow your true personality to shine. This path takes patience and honesty with yourself. But each step you take to free your higher self from shame brings relief, self-respect, and genuine closeness with others. You realize that true strength and real love can and will live together in peace within you. Love you. Connect soon.